Hi guys, Ray here, City Fan TV. You can just see behind me Port of Larne in Northern Ireland. I'm heading back to Cairn Ryan, just next to Stranraer Ryan, Scotland, and then driving back down to Manchester today, Sunday. It's a day after review, the day after Manchester City drew 1-1 at home with Liverpool. Some thoughts. I think for the large part of that game, City dominated. City were, in my opinion, by far the better team. We had more control. We had more chances, more good chances than Liverpool. I think one good thing about what we're doing is we're creating chances. We're creating chances from our own good play. The disappointing thing is we're giving up chances from some below average play in midfield and at the back, and it's hard to put your finger on it. What's the reason? We've had, was it 5 clean sheets in 20 games now? Excuse me, 5 clean sheets in 20 games. That's not good enough. You know, some people will say it's because we're playing a little bit of a different style. Some might say not having Gundogan loses a little bit of control. Not having KDB affects our creativity, and KDB on the pitch frightens other teams and their defences, makes it a little bit more difficult for them to be on the front foot. So overall, I think Pep said after the game, I might not be as enthusiastic as Pep, but he said it was a good game, a good performance, and I think overall it pretty much was. You know, I was just watching the highlights back a few minutes ago. We had so many chances to score. You know, I said it yesterday after the game. Doku, I think, played really well, but, and here's the but, it was man of the match. I don't know how. I think Gary Neville had Trent, or was it Carragher, or whoever it was, had Trent as man of the match. Behave. Trent, he got battered by Doku. I think Doku had 11 successful dribbles, which is the most in the Premier League for a few years. He ripped Trent a new one, and Trent did score a very, very good goal. But, you know, for me, I want Matt Ryback to do some defending and be capable of doing some defending. I don't think Trent is. Going forward, yeah, fantastic. I've got no complaints about Trent going forward, but defensively, he's look, anybody would have struggled against Doku. Doku is going to be carried on with on this trajectory world class. But, and here's the but, I say this like Jack Grealish as well, he's got to do the numbers. He's got to, you know, you can do whatever you want in the game, but we're looking at the numbers. We want you to actually do something, and dribbling past people and no end result, it's the end result that matters. Now, you know, I've said it about Jack before, he's not getting enough goals and assists, and you know, holding the ball and winning fouls only gets you so far. And I'm going to say the same with Doku. Dribbling past players, creating opportunities and not putting them away. You know, maybe not the best final ball or the best through pass or the best decisions to shoot yesterday. However, you know, one nice bit of play, he set it up for Alvarez, and Alvarez just skied it. I think Alvarez, was it a stinker yesterday? He didn't have a good game for me, Alvarez, yesterday. But we had plenty of chances. That Foden shot that was going in, and Alisson made a good save. You know, Doku had a couple of opportunities when he cut it back, and he struggled to get there in front of the Liverpool defenders. But I think overall we were pretty decent. Got to talk about that goal. That it was a goal, where the goalkeeper Alisson flat. And here's the thing: people only want to talk about the slight touch from by Kanji on Alisson, and it wasn't enough for a foul. But if you want to give that, you've got to give so much other stuff. And here's the thing: if you're going to give that, why didn't you give a penalty for the push by Alisson on Akanji before Akanji touched him? Alisson's pushing Akanji out of the way. Why don't you give a penalty for that? If you want to mirror his touch, he pushed him out of the way. That was more of a foul than what Akanji did. And then you saw the usual grappling going on in the box, people trying to hold on to Haaland, penalties all day long. So that was, it's one of those things. They'll keep running on, but there needs to be, for me anyway, less protection on goalkeepers, because that was never, ever a foul on the keeper, never. And anybody who tells you otherwise, they're just bitter and twisted. But we roll on. Should have won for me. I looked at it as 2 points dropped. We should have won that game, but we've got to move on. We've got Leipzig this week. Big games coming up soon we've got Villa away, I think, in a couple of weeks, so that's going to be a tough one. We've got Spurs at home. That's going to be interesting to see what Spurs can do against us as well. But we keep saying this, we're up there, we're just behind Arsenal at the moment, we're up there, and most of us would have taken this at the start of the season. There's going to be a but we're consistently dominating games, creating enough chances, not being clinical, and paying the price. 13 games in, 2 defeats, 2 draws. I don't think it should have been as bad as that. Overall, the Chelsea game, the Liverpool game, we should have won them 2 games. Wolves and Arsenal, I'd like to think we should have drawn those, but hey, you can lose one, with a bit of good play and a bit of luck for Arsenal in that game. But where we are right now, we do this every season. We do start to shop at the back, and we do start to mortar in the second half of the season. Now that might coincide with KDB coming back. No, that's what we're waiting for. KDB, I think, will be back in December, and then hopefully we will start motoring again, put ourselves in, put the foot down on the accelerator, getting into overdrive. But I would have liked if we'd beat Liverpool yesterday, it would have been 4 points clear of them. 4 points isn't a lot, but right now it would be nice to have that distance. But honestly, we just keep going now. We're a strong side. We're through in the Champions League to the next stage. We can focus on the Club World Cup in December, hopefully, and keep picking up points in the Premier League. And fingers crossed, after Christmas, we'll put the hammer down and we'll get into top gear. Guys, if you're new to the channel, it would be fantastic if you could subscribe. If you can hit that bell icon, you'll be notified as soon as new videos come out. We'll see you around, Blues.